Hey guys, Jeremy Stone in Blossom City Radio. We're Dan here today from the Teamsters 688 for the Schnucks warehouse. How you doing, Dan?
Good.
So, can you just tell me a little bit about yourself and how long you've been there?
Yeah, I've been as a casual worker there at Schnucks for 12 years almost. I started in 2004. I'm almost 41 years old in July. Casual worker, first 8 years, I was called during the night, any day, Monday through Sunday. They'd just call me and pick up the phone. Hey, you need to be here. You go in, you work, you lift 40,000 pounds a night. And then, I got a son, 16 years old, plays a lot of baseball. We travel a lot here and there. And I'm divorced, I'm a single dad. So the job's good to me because it's been good to me because I work 7 miles from there. And I work night shift, 10 at night to 8:30 in the morning. So I get to see all my son's baseball games, even though if you're up 32 hours, you're up 32 hours sometimes,
Yep, I understand
But,
that.
that saying, my family's shopped at Schnucks for 40 plus years, and 2 years ago they said they're going to build a 1 million square foot warehouse in Kinlock, which is not too far from where I live, but they said it was going to be ran by a third party. $11 an hour, no benefits. Well, I can't live on that.
No, not many people can, especially when you have to have insurance with the Obamacare and everything else, and you have a family to take care of.
Right.
You need insurance. If your son gets hurt during baseball and needs a surgery or breaks an arm or something like that, or one of you guys gets sick, you have to be able to get the medical attention you need to get back and get to your job and take care of your family.
Exactly.
And they didn't give you time. It's not like this is something that they've done that's given you a chance to set up your bills and stuff like that on a change in this.
Right.
They just spring this on you and you're supposed to deal with it while he's, one of the biggest companies in town.
Oh, yeah.
So
Biggest.
Not so much the friendliest store in town is what I'm calling for.
No, they're turning into the greediest, as we call them now,
Yep.
But back in the day, they weren't like that. The parents were union happy people and wanting to take care of the community.
Yeah.
Myself and everybody else that works there. But 12 years of it, now I'm scared. My knees hurt, my feet hurt, my hands hurt for picking cases and picking orders, and 40,000 pounds picking up with your hands, it sucks. It's a crappy job, but it's a good job that I thought was going to be there for the remainder of my life, I guess.
You thought they were
my son got out of school, at least high school, college,
It's a job that you thought you were investing in your future.
Yes.
You worked hard for them every day.
Yeah.
But then you're going in, you got your benefits, you got your pay, and then you had your retirement, something that was going to take care of you. You were going to live your life working for them. You put your back, your everything else into it. And then now you got to go find somewhere else and try to do that, or they're wanting to try and have you find someplace else and make a living doing something else. Go somewhere else, start all over, and do it all over again when you've been working for them for how long?
Yeah, 12 years.
Yeah, that's the job That's where you've been.
Pretty much.
That's where you've succeeded.
Right.
And now they want to change that on you for no reason. It's not like they're moving out of town. It's not like they're out of money. It's just to save money. It's to break the union is basically what they're doing.
Pretty much. And if it starts with us, it's going to be the baggers and the clerks and the people in the deli and the meat cutters. I got an aunt that works for Schnucks in the deli. I got a cousin that's a meat cutter there, So it sucks. I'm scared, I don't want to go out and look for another job since I worked there for 12 years thinking I was going to be there for another 15, busting my butt, for this company.
And how many great jobs are there right now in the St. Louis area? A lot of the companies are having trouble. It's not exactly the biggest moment at the time.
Right.
I know you guys down by us, there's a power plant, a couple of the power plants are closing down. So those are good jobs.
Granite City Steel.
Yep, Granite City Steel's going.
That's tough.
Yeah, so it's hard to actually find a good job that's you're going to be able to do for your life without doing two jobs and doing whatever. And I know there are people who do that, and we're not, but this is what's right. You come in, you do this. People shouldn't have to work 2 or 3 jobs just to be able to make ends meet or barely make ends meet.
Right.
This has been a good job that you've been able to make your future on.
Yeah. And going back to the casual, I'm a casual, and there's 130 casuals probably there. And, we're looking to make that next step up to becoming a regular, they call it, where you better yourself, you know. And 12 years, you know, I'm number 3 on the list.
Yeah.
In this function and this function because I was at work busting my ass helping them make money, and now they want to say you're not good enough to go to the new warehouse and help us make more money and more money. I mean, they're worth a lot of money. I think they can reconsider about. Everybody says laying off 190 people, but really it's firing 300 people in the long run as of July of 2017. The other 120 guys are going to be gone too. So I hope he just reconsiders Todd Schnucks, but that's really all I got to say, Jeremy. I hope you got enough of it, buddy.
It's perfect. Tell everybody what they need to do. Do the cards, do the calls.
Yeah, do the cards. 994-4400 is the main office number. Call and talk to the secretary, and she'll put you through someone, or tell her what you think, you know. But that's about it.
Yep. Help these union guys keep their jobs and take care of their families.
Please.
All right.
I appreciate it, Jeremy.
Not a problem. Thank you, Dan.
All right, thanks.